Hi, welcome to Bedtime Books with Nova and George. This is Nova. Say hi. We are continuing the Christmas story reading from the Gospel of Luke. We're in Luke chapter 2, verse 22. And just to preface the story a little bit, this is when Mary and Joseph take Jesus up to the temple when he was a baby to do the sacrifices. This sacrifice was a requirement by Jewish law. When the baby was such and such an age, you would take him and you would do so and such. Now, just to say that Mary and Joseph were being obedient to God by doing this. Okay, that's the start of the story. And when the time came for their purification according to the law of Moses, they brought him, Jesus, up to Jerusalem to present him to the Lord. As it is written in the law of Moses, every male who first opens the womb shall be called holy to the Lord. And to offer a sacrifice according to what is said in the law of the Lord, a pair of turtle doves or 2 young pigeons. Now there was a man in Jerusalem whose name was Simeon, and this man was a righteous and devout man, waiting for the consolation of Israel, and the Holy Spirit was upon him. And it had been revealed to him by the Holy Spirit that he would not see death before he had seen the Lord's Christ. And he came in the Spirit into the temple, and when the parents brought in the child Jesus to do for him according to the custom of the law, he, Simeon, took him, Jesus, up in his arms and blessed God, and said, Lord, now you are letting your servant depart in peace according to your word, for my eyes have seen your salvation that you have prepared in the presence of all peoples, a light for revelation to the Gentiles and for glory to your people Israel. And his father and his mother marveled at what was said about him. And Simeon blessed them and said to Mary his mother, Behold, this child is appointed for the fall and rising of many in Israel, and for a sign that is opposed. And a sword will pierce through your own soul also, so that the thoughts from many hearts will be revealed. And there was a prophetess, Anna, the daughter of Phanuel, of the tribe of Asher. She was advanced in years, having lived with her husband 7 years from when she was a virgin, and then as a widow until she was 84. She did not depart from the temple, worshiping with fasting and prayer night and day. And coming up at that very hour, she began to give thanks to God and to speak of him to all who were waiting for the redemption of Jerusalem. That is such a wonderful story. Mary and Joseph were being obedient to God, and they happened to be in the right place at the right time for God to answer a promise he gave to these 2 individuals, Simeon and Anna. It's such a blessing. You know, guys, we don't have to live a spectacular life. We just have to live an obedient life for God to use us. Mary and Joseph were just doing what God asks. But by just doing what God asks, God puts us into situations where he can do the miraculous through us and around us. Merry Christmas. May you be obedient to God in your heart this Christmas and see the results of the miraculous he can do in us and around us with his love.